For today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to add this zipper to this bag. I have a 14-inch zipper here, and the reason I chose that is because it's just slightly longer than my project. It's better to have a little bit too much than too short. So I'm going to show you how to shorten the zipper today as well. So the first thing you've got to do is decide, do you want your zipper pull to be to the left or to the right? For me personally today, I'm going to start with my zipper pull to the left. Another thing that you need to understand is that you will always begin with the side of the zipper pull, not the end, because if you need to shorten it, you don't want to start there. So you will always start sewing at the end with the zipper pull. So the first thing you're going to do is line up your zipper lip and the zipper pull with the very beginning of where you want the zipper to be. Now normally I use a clear nylon thread, but obviously you couldn't see what I was doing today if I used that. So today I'm going to be using 100% cotton thread, and that way you should be able to see my stitches just a little bit better. So to begin, you are going to need to line up your zipper teeth with the top of your stitches. This will make sure that it doesn't get caught in the teeth, and it will also make it very straight. So just line up the very top of your stitches with the zipper itself, the zipper teeth. And then starting with the end of the zipper pull, you are going to begin sewing. Now normally I do this the other way. Normally I look at the inside of the bag, so bear with me. So you're just going to line up the zipper at the end with the zipper pull at the farthest corner of your bag, and you're just going to go in and out of the same 2 stitches a few times to secure. It's sort of like when your sewing machine does a couple of back stitches. When you first begin, you want this to be extra secure. So you will see me do a couple of stitches over and over. Now I'm going to come out of the stitch where I just started and go forward. I do not proclaim to be a seamstress, so my stitches are going to be a bit messy, which is why I normally use the transparent thread. Now I'm going to begin doing what's called a back stitch, which means I am going to go forward to the next stitch with the next part and come out. So here's where my last stitch ended. So I'm going to go in the next stitch and come forward. Now I'm going to work backwards. Now I'm going to jump ahead to the next stitch. And I'm going to come out of the next stitch. And now I'm going to work backwards. Doing a back stitch just simply makes your stitches stronger. Since the zipper gets a lot of wear and tear, you definitely want it to be stronger. You will also notice that I am not going through the yarn itself or the stitches themselves. I'm going through the top part, through the holes, so that it doesn't pull on my stitches, and it's less noticeable that way, so that you can't see my thread in the front of the bag. I'm just going to continue making these back stitches until I run out of thread, and then I will show you how to shorten your zipper. I'm going to speed up the video just a little bit for you. I'm also going to show you what the inside looks like. As you can see, they're not very straight, which again, that is why I use transparent thread. So as you can see, my thread is getting short. I want to be able to do a knot, so I'm going to stop right here, and I'm going to secure my end stitch here. So basically, I'm just going to knot it upon itself. I'm not sure what this knot is called in the sewing realm. Forgive me for my ignorance. Now I'm just going to cut it and start it again. So I'm just going to continue repeating this process all the way to the end, and I'll meet you there to show you how to shorten your zipper. Now here I am at the end. I'm just going to finish up these last few stitches. This is how I normally work when I sew my zipper to my bag. I usually have the inside of the bag facing me. I'm sorry that I turned it around. I hope it doesn't confuse you. I'm also going to do some extra stitches on the end here to further secure the zipper, since the beginning and the end of the zipper will get a lot of wear and tear. And then I'm just going to knot it off. As you can see, my zipper is just a little too long, probably close to 2 inches, not quite. So I am going to shorten my zipper. It's very simple. I am just going to decide where I want my zipper to end, and I'm going to sew some stitches right there. Just watch me closely. It is not hard at all. Just going to make some stitches over the zipper teeth to create a stopper. Once you are satisfied with the thickness of your stopper, go ahead and knot it off. I usually knot mine off several times just to make it extra secure. You could even do a dab of fabric glue or hot glue here, but it's really not necessary. This should hold up very well. Now we are just going to simply cut off the excess. You see how they left about an inch down here? So you need to leave about an inch past your stopper. And that's it. It's still a functioning zipper, and it's the size that you need. Now to do the top portion of the zipper, you are going to need to open it. Especially with an oddly shaped bag like this, you want it to not pucker up. So starting at the end where we just left off, we are going to begin sewing again. So you will start off by lining up the zipper teeth with the last row of your stitches. And it is just the same process. You want to take extra care to make sure that you don't have this twisted or crooked. So just line up the stitches very well to the best that you can. It's really not that hard, but you just need to be careful. And just like I started with the other end, I'm going to do some extra stitches in the same place to further secure it. Now we are just going to continue with our back stitches. So moving forward and then backwards, over and over in every stitch. One of the reasons I like to have the inside of the bag facing me is so I can see if my stitches are lining up on the inside as well. Even though I'm a terrible seamstress, I still like my stitches to be as straight as possible, especially since I don't plan to line this bag. I'm going to speed up the video just a little bit for you. As you can see, I'm at the end here and I'm doing the same stitch over and over just to further secure the end right here, because this will get the most wear and tear. The end where you open it will get the most wear and tear. So take extra care to make sure that it's very secure. All right, let's see how this closes. As you can see, the tail here is sticking out just a little bit. You're welcome to sew those down so they don't get caught in your zipper. But this is what it should look like. And as you can see, it looks very clean and very straight. And that's because I lined up the zipper teeth with the last row of stitches on both sides. It's that easy. I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial today. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching.